Pope Francis reportedly used a highly derogatory term towards the LGBT community in a recent closed-door meeting with Italian bishops, where he reiterated that gay people should not be allowed to become priests.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's Catholic teaching. Gay people should not be allowed to become priests.
Italy's two largest daily papers both quoted the pontiff as saying seminaries, or priesthood colleges, are already too full of frociagine, a vulgar Italian term roughly translating as faggotness. The Vatican did not respond to a request for comment. The alleged incident is said to have happened on May 20th. One outlet suggested the Pope, as an Argentine, might not have realized that the Italian term he used was offensive. The 87-year-old has so far been credited with leading the Roman Catholic Church into taking a more welcoming approach towards the LGBT community. His move last year to allow priests to bless members of same-sex couples triggered substantial conservative backlash.
Yeah, the Fiducia Supplicans document caused a lot of confusion and division in the Catholic Church. And as a Catholic, I don't like it one bit at all. And most Catholics don't.
Nevertheless, the Pope's recent alleged comments on gay seminarians, slur excluded, echo a similar message he delivered in 2018, where he told bishops to carefully vet priesthood applicants and reject any suspected homosexuals.
As they should. As they should. They should be vetting them and making sure that any suspected homosexuals don't actually become priests.
In a 2005 document released under Francis's late predecessor Benedict XVI, the Vatican said the Church could admit into the priesthood those who had clearly overcome homosexual tendencies for at least 3 years. The document said practicing homosexuals and those with, quote, deep-seated gay tendencies and those who, quote, support the so-called gay culture should be barred.
So, in a recent closed-door meeting with Italian bishops, Pope Francis has been reported saying by two big Italian media papers that gay people should not be allowed to become priests as seminaries are too full of frociagini, which translates to, I don't want to say the word because of YouTube, but you guys get my meaning, and he did say it on the video. By the way, guys, I'm 100% in agreement that gay men should not be allowed to become priests. All right, I am 100% in agreement. Seminary, guys, is where you go to train to become a priest. All right, for those that don't know. And the intention behind the comment, the Pope's comment, was to highlight an important Catholic doctrine, in my opinion, just to clear some misconception that's going around at the moment. In no way is the Pope saying that the majority of priests or bishops are gay, as some new reporters are out there reporting. Guys, there are over 400,000 priests in the world, so let's not be silly here. When the Pope said there are many, he wasn't talking about the majority of active priests. He was talking about those who are training to become priests in seminars. And why do I say this? I say this because according to Catholic doctrine, which means Catholic teaching, the Catholic Church is not allowed to ordain gay men. And by gay men, we mean men who have engaged in homosexual acts. All right? Here's what the Catholic doctrine teaches. In relation to persons with homosexual tendencies who seek admission to seminary or discover such a situation in the course of formation consistent with her own magisterium, the Church, while profoundly respecting the persons in question, cannot admit to the seminary or to holy orders those who practice homosexuality, present deep-seated homosexual tendencies, or support the so-called gay culture. Such persons, in fact, find themselves in a situation that gravely hinders them from relating correctly to men and women. One must in no way overlook the negative consequences that can derive from the ordinations of persons with deep-seated homosexual tendencies. Please bear in mind, guys, men that are ordained as priests make several vows, one being celibacy. Priests vow to poverty, celibacy, and obedience. These are the vows that priests take. As celibates, you are not allowed to engage in any sexual activity at all. Let's be clear about one thing here. Pope Francis isn't apologizing for what he said. He's apologizing for using a derogatory term. That's what he's apologizing for. Now, the question now is, why did the Pope make those comments? To be perfectly honest, I don't know. It's hard to say with this Pope given his track record. Was he describing a true concern? Was it something else? I don't know. However, what I do know is that what he said agrees with the Catholic doctrine that says gay people cannot become priests, or gay men cannot become priests. The reason why I'm skeptical about his reasons for saying what he said is because he has a history of saying and doing things that tends to cause a lot of division and confusion in the church. One being the Fiducia Supplicans document on same-sex couple blessings. Just recently, he did an interview with Nora O'Donnell where he corrected the reporter when she said that he allowed for same-sex couples to be blessed. Here's what he said.
Last year, you decided to allow Catholic priests to bless same-sex couples. That's a big change. Why?
No, what I allowed was not to bless the union. That cannot be done because that is not the sacrament. I cannot. The Lord made it that way. But to bless each person, yes. The blessing is for everyone.
As a Catholic, I don't agree with this special blessing, and the majority of Catholics don't agree with it either. We pray and hope that the Pope will put an end to this special blessing that goes against the Catholic teaching. Blessing any individual, regardless of their sexual orientation, has always been done and allowed in the Catholic Church, and there's nothing wrong with it, as the purpose of the blessing is to encourage the person to lead a life that reflects and brings them closer to Christ. But blessing same-sex couples, even if only the individuals are being blessed, doesn't make sense and is confusing. So it's hard to say why he made the comment that he made, because not allowing gay men into the priesthood, when according to Catholic teaching, the Catholic Church is not allowed to ordain gay men. Nevertheless, I agree that gay men should not be allowed to become priests. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace.